From the rising of the sun to its going down, the Lord's name is to be praised. Let us open our hearts to his presence and listen for his voice in the stillness of this evening hour. Our evening sacrifice, the Desire of Ages, chapter 51, the Light of Life, August 7th. The Lord is my light, the Lord is my strength. I know in his might I'll conquer at length. My weakness in mercy covers with power, and walking by faith he upholds me each o'er. The Lord is my light, my joy and my song. By day and by night he leads me along. The Lord is my light, my joy and my song. By day and by night he leads me along. This chapter is based on John 8, verse 12 to 59 and John chapter 1. Ye judge after the flesh, I judge no man. And yet, if I judge, my judgment is true. For I am not alone, but I and the Father that sent me. John 8 verses 15 and 16. In the words, I am the light of the world, Jesus declared himself the Messiah. The aged Simeon in the temple where Christ was now teaching had spoken of him as a light to lighten the Gentiles and the glory of thy people Israel. Luke 2 verse 32. In these words, he was applying to him a prophecy familiar to all Israel. By the prophet Isaiah, the Holy Spirit had declared, It is too light a thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the preserved of Israel. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth. Isaiah 49 verse 6. This prophecy was generally understood as spoken of the Messiah, and when Jesus said, I am the light of the world, the people could not fail to recognize his claim to be the promised one. To the Pharisees and rulers, this claim seemed an arrogant assumption that a man like themselves should make such pretensions they could not tolerate. Seeming to ignore his words, they demanded, Who art thou? They were bent upon forcing him to declare himself the Christ. His appearance and his work were so at variance with the expectations of the people that, as his wily enemies believed, a direct announcement of himself as the Messiah would cause him to be rejected as an impostor. But to their question, Who art thou? Jesus replied, Even that which I have also spoken unto you from the beginning. John 8 verse 25. That which had been revealed in his words was revealed also in his character. He was the embodiment of the truths he taught. I do nothing of myself, he continued, but as my Father hath taught me, I speak these things, and he that sent me is with me. The Father hath not left me alone, for I do always those things that please him. He did not attempt to prove his messianic claim, but showed his unity with God. If their minds had been open to God's love, they would have received Jesus. Among his hearers, many were drawn to him in faith, and to them he said, If ye continue in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. These words offended the Pharisees. The nation's long subjection to a foreign yoke they disregarded and angrily exclaimed, We are Abraham's seed, and were never in bondage to any man. How sayest thou, Ye shall be made free? Jesus looked upon these men, the slaves of malice, whose thoughts were bent upon revenge, and sadly answered, Verily, verily, I say unto you, whosoever committeth sin is the servant of sin. They were in the worst kind of bondage, ruled by the spirit of evil. This passage was taken from The Desire of Ages, page 465 to 466. Pacific Press Publishing Association, copyright 2005. or evening sacrifice, August 7th. I encourage you to connect with God and receive strength to overcome obstacles each day. Thank you for listening. Please join us tomorrow as we offer up our evening sacrifice.